Yeah, done. Got him.
Charles says he's got one. First fish. Charles finally caught a bass. Jerkbait bass. I didn't even bring a jerkbait rod because where we were intended to go, I knew probably wouldn't be good for jerkbaits.
And we have all 3 hooks in them. Nice little chunk. Listen.
Let's get a little further out there.
Fire right now.
Try to. There we go. Finally.
Got one?
Took a minute. I was like, I know this bait can't be good at one place and not decent here. You gotta watch them dinks. They're the ones that will stick you. Little bitty dink. Well, we're both on the board. Okay, so it worked at the other place. It worked here. Now, let's just go with my Booyah hard knocker, the true hard knocker 3/4 ounce, and try it here. So this is the true 3/4 ounce Booyah hard knocker. I probably should be throwing it on my medium heavy rod, but we're gonna stick with this. This rod actually should be good for it too. First of all, we gotta see if it gets bit. Yeah, that didn't sound very well. Throwing into the wind, probably at least a 10-mile-an-hour wind. I didn't even throw it at the other place because I didn't want a chance losing it. That's why it's good to have baits that you true confidence in, then have other baits you feel will work but are cheap and can be sacrificed. And it's not that this bait's crazy expensive, it's hard to get. The 3/4 ounce hard knocker is actually hard to get now for some reason. There's one. I guess because it works and everybody's buying them. Go back out there. He ain't ready yet. He just ain't ready yet. Now he's ready.
Got a little bit of water temperature difference though, and you can tell they're...
Yeah, it's 51 degrees. Water here is 2 degrees warmer than where we were and a lot clearer. Contest. Yeah, 20-pound braid. That's why I'm probably going to end up 15 is what it's going to get, but I don't have any 15 camo. I got 10 and 20.
You're not doing this up.
What? I got one. They hit at the same time. I got one too. Nice little chunk. Oh, mine might be a little bit bigger. Get in here. Ooh, got both of them in his face. What were you getting ready to say about my reel, Charles?
You didn't do the blue thing.
No. I might.
That's a rise?
Huh?
Oh no, that's a Steez.
It's a Steez, Charles. The Rise copied the Steez.
Copied the Steez.
Yeah. Let's go. Whee! Hello everybody. Unbuckle and hang on. We are out on the water, gonna catch some largemouth bass.
Found the wind.
Trying them on everything, but just stay tuned. We're gonna catch them, right, Charles? Charles in the back of the boat. Sometimes front of the boat, depends on which way the wind's blowing. Got one. Charles, slobber knocker. Perfect intro. Slobber knocker knockoff, that is. And right in the bottom of the lip. I don't know what that means. He definitely wasn't hit it a little weird. But yeah, game on. Mwah! You've just entered the Bass and Bonsai zone. Whee! Charles, that was a jumper.
Yes.
That is a knockoff off AliExpress of the slobber knocker. It is a true knockoff. Like Berkeley decided to come out with the bait. They had to change it so they, you know, couldn't truly copy the Z-Man, which AliExpress, they don't care, they copy it. But anyway, awesome bait. Look at them colors, beautiful. But the slobber knocker, that color I like, but you can't get it in the Jackie Hammer. They didn't make that color, so hopefully they do, because I like that color. When it's kind of clear water, there's a fish running with the Charles. I need to double set the hook. Oh, that's a bag. Oh. That dude was on fire. Look how dark he is. He's definitely been shot his whole life. His whole life. Oh man, they got fat lips. If you guys hear me talking about fat lips, like when you grab them, you just feel the fat like around. They don't hurt as much, like grabbing them and all that kind of stuff. Awesome bass. I'm gonna catch this one. I think that's a young female. It just has that look. Do we have a jumper? This one could be a jumper, Charles. You guys be the judge. Right out here, Charles. Let's see. First jumper of the year. Come on. Oh, dude, bad fish. It had a head shake. Just a head shake, no jumper. Maybe I talked about the slobber knockers too bad right off the bat, Charles. I didn't like the way they definitely don't have as much thump as a jackhammer, but I kept them thinking, well, maybe they have their time and place. It could be cold water. Anytime that chatterbait bites just a little funky, which anytime it's below 55 degrees, it is. There you go. Charles got one. Jackie Hammer. Gold blade. I see the gold blade from here.
Oh, it's real natural.
Yeah, I've got, those were the ones that were real cheap.
Yeah, it looks like those crawfish.
Yeah, what that looks like is a faded out version of that bright orange one. But yeah, those were like crazy cheap at one point.
But it looks like that crawfish, the one spit
right
up yesterday.
Yep, looks good. Let's go. Let's get him, Charles.
Catching
bites on. The fishing season, well, where'd you guys go? Fishing season has officially started once that chatterbait bite is on, and we've caught, what, 3 now on chatterbait?
Yeah.
That's considered a bite going on, Charles. I got one. Oh boy.
They may be all the way pushed down in the shallows, with the wind and the warmer.
That's a nice one, Charles. Oh boy, he's under the boat. He's under the boat. Oh, he got off, Charles. Why'd you let him get off?
You had a fish?
Dude. Oh my God. I was kind of playing him around. Yeah, he shouldn't come off. That's it. I got to go buy all the slobber knockers. No, that hook's sharp. It's got a barb on it. I was just jacking around, I guess, too much.
Yeah.
Got excited. I may want to put, just to try it, put it on that 7-foot medium moderate and just see what my hookups are. I swear that was a bump. That was a bump. He bumped it and then came back. Do not come off.
It's a decent chunk too.
Yeah. Bless you. Bless you again.
Oh, thank you.
Charles is allergic to success. Let's go. Woo. But one thing about this place, it is always this full.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like it's spring.
Yeah.
Always this like full of water. You can see the bank, like every time we've been here, everywhere else we've gone, it's slowly gone down all of last year.
Yeah.
This place is always the same bank line.
Which it could be spring fed and runs out right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it...
And that would explain why it's so crystal clear,
right,
too.
It's clear water, and I guess we haven't really paid attention to the water temps, but no, they get pretty cold, which they will, but typically spring-fed places stay whatever temp.
A little warmer, yeah.
Like warmer in the winter. Oh, there's one. Coming back up. Oh, he's a jumper. We're going to get a jumper before this day's over with. I can feel it. The temps are going up. It's one of those days. Top of the head. Okay. Let's see if we got a jumper, guys. Let's see. Let's see, Charles. Let's see. Jumper extraordinaire. Come on. Oh, no. He's starting out up at this end. That wind is not helping yet. It will. You guys, back on the chesty because we're going to kind of go down the bank this side, and instead of moving the whole camera mounting system on the boat, I'll just put you guys on the chesty and hopefully you see some of the action. If there is action, Charles, I got a fish. Get over here, you little dink. Try to keep the boat off there. Could be low. That is a dink. That hook penetrated though. Got him. Winning. And I splashed Charles on top of it. Good point. Uh-oh. Charles got him. I saw that. Charles is on it with the jerkbait today. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's a monster.
That is, he's not much longer than that jerkbait, Charles. Look at that little dink.
He's got hooks in his mouth, though. At least he's got hooks in his mouth.
At least he was eating it.
Yeah.
Legit catch. Starting to get shallow enough, it's only like 5 foot.
Yeah, down in here, they hit out in the middle.
Right, and that grass, if it's still clumps there. That is a fish, I believe. Oh, no, it came off. I think that was it. No, he's still on it. I was reeling so fast, the blade started moving, I thought he came off. It was dead out in the middle. Right out in the middle. Just drift down. Let's go. ChatterBait bite. Alive and kicking. Dude. I wasn't even recording. I'm just sitting down. We got up out of the wind and I...
Right.
Yeah, well, look what I got switched out. I switched out thinking, well, this color does go work here sometimes. So... that little, whoa,
baby bass.
There's that, yeah, little, that's that little AliExpress 16th ounce ChatterBait. So it'd be like a, almost like a micro, basically. I just, oh, Jesus criminy. Let me try it over this way. Let me try it over this way. Oh, there's another one. It might be a little better. I'm just sitting down. This little bait is tearing them up. Oh, look at this boat. Look at this bait. It's the best bait in the world, Charles. It's the best bait in the world. Maybe I'll throw that bigger one. I want you guys to look at this. Look at this dink. But this bait is basically the same as... oh my gosh. Oh my God, Charles. I'm trying to show the folks at home. Good thing at Charles, I can edit this all out. That bait managed to hook on everything over there. I tell myself every year, stop putting your trebled baits hanging off the side of the boat because it causes you problems. What do I do, Charles? You know what I do every year? Hang the baits right off the side of the boat. Treble and all. So anyway, you guys have seen, I was tearing them up last year, that color, the orange, the black and blues and stuff. So on AliExpress, they popped up with these little bitty dudes. I'm like, I gotta get some just to get them. You know, they're not real expensive. And so far, just the first outing is like, oh, they're on fire just like the bigger ones. So, yeah, let's go. Jerk baiting again? What do you got? Charles throwing jerk bait out in the middle. That is a, I thought it was a crappie for a minute. Charles got him a jerk bait fish. He can make me throw this point. Final push. Is that a showstopper, Charles? No, ain't big enough. Nice chunk. Let's go. Looks like it's made to be a square bill. I've got a my only high dollar mega bass, big one. Vision 110 is square bill. So it's got a square bill like that, so you can kind of, supposedly if you want to work one around cover, those are better than the regular ones. That's probably what.
I just kind of thought the color looked good. It's kind of a natural bluegill, but it's got that purple blue.
This boat is all over the place. Yeah, well, that's what them. That's what they're known for. Is, you know, pulling fish up out of deeper water. You swim it, you know, pull across fairly clear water. They'll look up and they see it, kind of imitating the dying minnow.
And then come back and got it.
There you go. Charles got us on a jerkbait bite, and I'm not throwing a jerkbait. I'm gonna have to rig one up. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Oh, we're blowing way too far that way. Hang on. Well, I know, but try to get this boat position where got one. Yeah.
Trying to kind of get along the lines of the colors like you were using. You know, that one. Those high dollar ones good. But this was
turn this back.
Yeah, I almost didn't buy it. I was like, I don't know if that's going to be close enough to work.
I'll try them out here.
Apparently it is.
Yep, that's way down there. They're just
I think they're just all kind of.
Yeah, I think the
in
sun
that
and
transition area, and yeah, they're probably up a little higher in the water column because it's warmer, the sun and stuff.
All right, showstoppers are coming on jerkbaits. I threw, didn't I? Yeah, I threw this when we first got here. I thought briefly. Then went to ChatterBait, and then it was like game on with ChatterBaits. But now they're like liking the jerkbait.
Well, I caught right off the bat the first couple that I caught were
you caught
on that purple jerkbait.
Right, but then it was like you kept throwing it, and yeah, they definitely change what they're staged and whatever throughout the day and what they'll hit. That sucker hit Charles right at the boat. He's looking down at my bait.
About ready to talk.
Yeah, about ready. Oh!
All right.
Quick release. Got the world minnow. Try it, and we'll have to buzz back up and hit that deep again. We're in shallow now, probably too shallow.
See, I've got one that's...
There's one.
That color too. I thought about putting on, and I was like, no, I'm gonna put this one.
That one came on the world minnow. That, honestly, at the moment, I'm still not too enthused with. It works, but I don't know if it's near as good as as much as they cost a Vision 110.
I'm liking this bait today.
Yeah, that bite's definitely kicked on. It wasn't here this morning.
No, but I like this color.
Yeah, that
seems to be
that's a good one.
What they're wanting right now.
Nope, they want.
They
just want jerkbait. They're on a jerkbait bite. Because this one is like, well, it's got kind of yellow. So I guess maybe that chartreusey color, because that's what the
well, and that's what I was thinking, because you've been doing all that earlier, was kind of the chartreusey,
right.
Yellow.
That's the thing. People don't understand. Sometimes a bite is a limited window bite.
Yeah.
You just, that's why like a snap or rod's rigged up on the boat, and you see something bust somewhere or something happen, and you know, you got to take advantage. It may be 5 minutes, it may be half hour.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's nope. We just they're back right in this little area. We hadn't caught the ones that were down here yet, because that came right about where that one you had was.
Come on, quick.
And they may be just working around.
Yeah, they may not be sitting in an area.
They may be chasing a little pod of something around as it's moving. They're just following it. And we've lucked into them, catching them on their little run. But that's mine getting smaller. Put on a bigger bait, and they got smaller. I'll try them out here.
Hybrid works good for it.
I think I would like the little CT one.
Yeah, they make a small CT.
They make a Steve's CT. It's a little bit smaller. I would probably like the... Oh, there's a fish. I thought the wind blew me so hard that I lost my cadence, but the fish hit it and was running at me. So there we go. The showstopper is the jerkbait bite. Showstopper. That fish is gonna get me hooked. Get out of here, you jumper. Charles says he's got one out of there. I threw over in that area.
I twitched it like twice and grabbed it.
Hit the right spot. Working on a showstopper. Get him in the boat. That's just like that one I caught out of here earlier, dark. It's like they've been living over here. The other ones are kind of a little lighter. I got one too. Oh boy, boat is on high. And if it's not turning the way you want it to, it's game over. There you guys go. I think we've caught as many fish today in this last little bit. Well, Charles caught more than me, but together, like, then we have the whole, no, not yesterday.
Oh.
As we did this morning on all the other baits. We've been in a little flurry of them here.
Yeah.
No, yesterday, you guys realize how many were caught? It's probably 60 fish.
Yeah.
They're jinks. Most of them were smaller than even these guys, like a lot of them.
Hey everybody, we're calling it quits. Me and Charles are not gonna fish anymore. We're gonna use the jerkbait bite. That was the showstopper. Tearing them up. Charles on his little Walmart special jerkbait. Okay, one more cast. So anyway, if you enjoyed it, now this is not my jerkbait rod, but it's working. But if you enjoyed the show, give a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Subscribe to Bass Bonsai if you haven't already. You should be if you haven't. Everybody's is, right? All 8,657 of you are subscribed, and only 150 of you watched the video in the first week. It's amazing. So anyway, as we get out of here, if we catch any true showstoppers, it'll be tagged on after this. But we're about done, and this is popping me right in the arm, but I fished the World Minnows, what I have that's actually done any kind of good, and Charles Walmart special, and he's trying something different right now, but we're going to make one more kind of pass, and then we're going to call it done. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. We did catch them on our ChatterBaits and our RattleTrap, so game on, right? 70 degrees today. Probably don't need the hoodie, but I'm not like very dark yet, so I don't want to get burnt. Get out, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. Right, Charles?
Always. This.
Charles, that bait sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's an Ozark trail.
Yeah, get your bait back on there. Working, Charles. Did you go back to old trusty Charles?
The purple one that I used this morning that caught all the fish.
Charles, go back to one you just had. Real quick lesson for those of you that don't know. You're like, what are you guys? I don't know what's a jerkbait. What's a jerkbait? Jerkbait is designed to look like a dying minnow. So you do just what it says that it's called. You jerk it, twitch it, pause it, stop it, bop it. It's like the bop it. So you can probably cast it out and just reel it right back. Let's just try that, Charles. Let me try it here. Cast it out, just reel it back. It actually works. It does stuff. It does, you know, just like any crank type bait, but it's just got this. It's not. The magic is when you jerk it and stop it. It just doop, doop, and so it looks like a dying minnow fish. So the best way to do that is however it's comfortable for you. I try to do it like the pros taught me, and sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. But basically, get a cadence down. Like let it pause a little bit, pop it once, maybe pop it twice. You kind of want to pop it on slack line. It's key that if you pop it and hold it and pop it and hold it, that's not the way. You want to pop and bring your rod back, give it the slack. Like pop the slack line and always leave the slack line when you're done popping. So when it stops, there's nothing pulling it and it doesn't keep wiggling. It's like something that is dead. If you've ever watched a fish die, I guess in an aquarium or whatever, they'll kind of try to do something, then they stop and they're kind of getting energy to try to fight again, and then they stop, and they'll do that. It could be for a long time. So bass, being predators, it's keyed into them. Once they sense that's going on, it's just in their instinct to eat that fish, right? To kind of like the, what do they call that, Charles? What's the word I'm looking for? When they
Ambush?
Something selection.
Oh, natural selection.
Process of natural selection. Only the strong shall survive, kind of thing. Weed out the weaker, you know, stuff. So fish are like that. Almost all fish, once they sense something's wrong with another one, they'll eat it. Like if you put 10 piranhas in a fish tank and don't feed them, the weakest one will be dinner that night or the next day, and then so on and so forth. So the first one that gets chewed or happens to be weak, he gets eaten, and then the next one, and then the next one. And bass are cannibals, so they're opportunistic cannibals. They'll eat their own or anything basically in the water that they can get in their mouth and down their gut. Charles, our bite guy.
I think it's done.
You got the same bait on? No. You took off your magic bait, Charles.
I was about to put it back on. I do kind of like this one.
You like it, the fish don't.
No, they did. They ate it earlier.
No, you only caught one.
Okay.
And then
One
you
liked it.
caught a bunch on that square bill.
got pulling the boat, Charles. Pulling the boat with the wind. Oh, I got it hooked weird. It did feel big, but I knew it wasn't. Just because it felt like dead weight. It felt like a heavy dead weight.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. I had it hooked cockeyed. But that is going to be a showstopper. Now, I'm going to show you my bait that actually has done the only damage for jerk baits today. And I'm going to have Charles show you his bait that has tore me up, even though this bait's actually working pretty good. That is a World Minnow from Shimano, home of the Metanium. So hold your bait up, Charles. See the flash boost? And Charles got this little Walmart special that I'm telling Charles I'm probably going to have him pick me up one. Smaller bait, and that's probably part of the reason, but the color. See that color? And it's a square bill type. So that is an awesome little bait. Probably was only, what, $3 or $4 at Walmart. Yeah. So I'm going to probably track one of those down, but this is working too. But I definitely, Charles's is the better of the two today. So anyway, yeah, we're done for sure this time. This is the outro. Everything's done, Charles. Stop fishing, Charles. Well, if Charles won't put down his jerk stick, I won't either. It's funny, as you go on over by that wood, when we caught some. Every time I cast out from here that way, I don't. If I cast straight down, I catch him. I lied. I lied, Charles. We can't leave. Call Brandy. Tell her to bring some fish tacos or something down. We're spending the night. All right, that's it for reals. For reals, the World Minnow sucks, Charles. Don't buy any. It does work. Yeah, it does. As good as any, you know, probably jerkbait does. There's just days when one is going to be more productive than the other.